Jenny Jones had everything to live for, but in the blink of an eye, her life was cut short in a brutal attack that no one saw coming. Was her death the result of obsession, betrayal, or something even darker? As the investigation unfolds, shocking secrets and unexpected twists begin to surface, leaving everyone questioning, who really killed Jenny? This case isn't over yet. Could there be a truth so twisted that it's still hiding in the shadows? Watch until the end to uncover the full story and let us know your theories in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Crime Documentaries for more unsolved mysteries and jaw-dropping true crime stories you won't find anywhere else. It was a crisp autumn evening on October 14th, 2015 in Manchester when a crime unfolded that would shake the city to its core. As the clock struck 8:30 p.m., Jenny Jones, a 29-year-old librarian, stepped out of her favorite cafe in the city center. The streets were still, with only the hum of distant traffic breaking the silence. Jenny smiled as she passed familiar faces, unaware that danger was lurking just around the corner. In the shadows, someone waited, and by the time Jenny walked that path, her life would be forever changed. What happened that night would spark one of Manchester's most shocking unsolved murder cases, but the truth behind Jenny's tragic death was more twisted than anyone could have imagined. Jenny Jones was 29 years old, a bright and ambitious librarian from Manchester. Born and raised in the city, Jenny was a beacon of kindness, always helping others with a passion for books and learning. She was the type of person who lit up a room with her smile, and her friends described her as caring, dependable, and full of life. But Jenny's life, filled with quiet ambition, had just begun to unfold. She had dreams of traveling the world, of making a difference in her community, and of finding love. She had no idea that the evening she walked out of the cafe would be her last. Jenny had no enemies, no apparent danger in her life, but someone out there had a different plan for her, and as she walked down that dimly lit street, her life was about to be ripped away. The crime scene was chilling. Jenny was found lying motionless on the sidewalk, just a few feet from where she had been walking. A small pool of blood stained the pavement as the distant sound of sirens echoed through the streets. Her purse was still clutched tightly in her hand, but there was no sign of a struggle. At first, the police thought this could be a robbery gone wrong, but as they reviewed the evidence, it became clear that this was no ordinary crime. Detectives scoured the area, but there were no immediate leads. Eyewitnesses were scarce, and security footage from the nearby CCTV cameras wasn't helpful, but one thing stood out: a shadowy figure seen on the footage walking away from the scene, but their face was covered. Police quickly realized this wasn't a random attack. It was personal. Someone had targeted Jenny, and as they dug deeper into her life, they began to uncover a hidden truth. As detectives dug deeper into Jenny's life, they found a history of text messages and phone calls from her ex-boyfriend, Mark Thompson. Mark had been Jenny's high school sweetheart, but their relationship had ended months earlier. Still, Mark couldn't let go. His calls had grown more frequent, and Jenny had expressed concerns to her friends about his increasing obsession. Mark, a man known for his charm but with a darker, possessive side, seemed like an unlikely suspect at first. He had no violent criminal history, but his behavior toward Jenny had taken a troubling turn. Detectives brought him in for questioning, and though he denied any involvement, his alibi was weak, and his motives were becoming clearer. Mark had a criminal record for stalking and harassment, and his obsession with Jenny went deeper than anyone realized. He refused to let go of their past relationship, and it seemed like Jenny's decision to move on had pushed him to a breaking point. Just as the case seemed to be closing in on Mark, a new witness came forward. Claire Mitchell, Jenny's best friend, had remained quiet throughout the investigation, but now she revealed something shocking. She had seen a person leaving the scene moments after Jenny's attack. What followed was even more surprising. The witness described someone who had been nearby that evening, someone who had seemed out of place but had been quietly observing. After further investigation, detectives found another set of fingerprints. These did not belong to Mark or Jenny. They belonged to Claire Mitchell. It turned out that Claire had a secret. She had been harboring feelings for Mark and was consumed by jealousy. She had been involved in a secret relationship with Mark and had become obsessed with the idea of Jenny out of the picture. But why would she go so far as to orchestrate Jenny's murder? Was this the act of a jealous friend, or was there something more sinister behind Claire's involvement? After months of investigation, Claire Mitchell was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder. The trial was filled with tension as the prosecution laid out a damning case against her. It was clear that Claire, driven by jealousy and an unhealthy obsession with Mark, had manipulated the situation to her advantage. In court, Mark Thompson was also found guilty of being the mastermind behind the attack, using his past relationship with Jenny to justify his actions in his own mind. The courtroom was filled with disbelief as the jury deliberated, finally convicting both Claire and Mark. Jenny's family, devastated by the loss of their daughter and sister, struggled to find peace. The emotional toll on her parents was unbearable. They had lost not only their beloved daughter, but also someone they thought they could trust, their own family member. For the community, the case was a chilling reminder of how betrayal, obsession, and jealousy could turn someone's life upside down. Jenny's friends held vigils in her memory, honoring a life that had been taken far too soon. And for those who knew her, the scar of her death would never fade. Was justice truly served, or was there more behind the scenes that we still don't know? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Was Claire's obsession with Mark the key factor in Jenny's death, or were there deeper motivations at play? If you want to hear more gripping, real-life crime stories like this one, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Crime Documentaries. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on more thrilling cases where every detail matters.